Oh.
Hello, and welcome. Some of you may have seen the post. Leanne at Crafty Kitty Vintage is here in the house.
Hello.
Joining me today. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Although it doesn't say. Sorry, I'm using a different. But look at that.
Not yet. Maybe there's this.
Yeah,
lag.
there may be a lag.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. If it is, right, it does say live. I'm using a new streaming platform today. So it's very, who knows? We might just be talking. And, oh, wait, is it now? It is now. Whoops, what happened? Okay, now we're live. Except I don't want the screen like that. Just bear with me. Also, you're seeing a little bit different background. Okay, it is. It is.
Let's see how much lag there is.
There we go.
Yeah, it's about 15, 20. So there's.
Oh, okay. So there's a big lag. Usually I don't think I have that much of a lag. Okay, that's interesting. Look at that too. Is that?
Yeah, I was seeing that.
Is that the? Is that the lag?
I think we're good.
Okay, I think we're good. So, welcome to Vintage Craft and Chat, everybody. Happy Thursday. So I'm just looking at the screen, so we can't, I guess we don't have a count there of who's here, but I think we have 5 watching. Oh, let me go to the chat.
Click? Yeah.
Let me go down here to
there
the chat.
Go.
Hello, Susie. And Nettie is here.
If you look on my chat, there was somebody named John.
Oh,
here,
yeah. Now, how come we don't see it there? That's interesting because I did see. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Nettie and Susie.
So that's going to be something. Yeah, Nancy, I don't see you on the chat here on the computer, but I do see you on the phone. So that's probably something I'm going to have to look at if I continue to use this.
Well, actually, John said hi, Nancy, but was there a Nancy in the chat?
I think John is Nancy. I think she uses. Okay. I think she probably uses. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking, right, Nancy? I think probably uses her honey's YouTube channel, but it does look very similar, right? It looks a little, it looks a little similar.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it will work well.
Oh, hi, Susie. You don't know who I am? I'm Leanne from Crafty Kitty Vintage.
Yes, and let me put Leanne's channel in.
Yeah, Jules and I are friends from a few years back from the vintage reselling community.
Vintage reselling, and Leanne is a maker and a crafter. In fact, Leanne and I did, what was it, like 8? It was an 8-week series.
Yeah, last summer.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We did a little Golden Book Journal series, and Leanne has the link on her channel, and I do as well. We both have a playlist, and we alternated between each other's channels, and it is a start to finish little Golden Book Junk Journal series. So taking the book apart all the way to decorating, sewing in the signatures and all that. So
yeah, that was really fun.
Yes, so you can find that. But
hi, Susie.
Let me find. It's right here. Let me put Leanne's link in so that you can.
Hi, Diane Broderick. Thrifting as you speak. Oh, fun. I hope you find some good things.
Yes.
Tell us if you find some fun things today. Yeah, I came down to do a little cat sitting with for my daughter while she's on the East Coast and traveling internationally. Apparently, they went to Quebec, which sounds like so much fun.
Doesn't it? The pictures so lovely.
Really cute place. So I'm doing some cat sitting while I'm down, and of course visiting Julie. Yes, well, I do look a little different occasionally. My hair, the way the gray is coming in depends on the lighting and how I arrange it, but I really look like a totally different hair color sometimes. Or if I use a different shampoo, sometimes it looks a little brighter, that purple shampoo that gives you some shiny, what do they call it?
So like a sheen.
Some people call their grays, what do they call it? Like sparkly hair.
Mine's just gray.
Yeah.
Mine's
nicer name than gray.
Okay. So Leanne's link is in there. So anybody that isn't subscribed, and then later too, I'll go in the description. I should have done that yesterday. I told Leanne I must have set this live up at least 10 times yesterday. I had a heck of a time, but later when we're off, I'll go back and put her channel link in the description as well, so that you all have that.
Thank you. I'm not as prolific as Julie is, but I do try to do a crafting live every week on Mondays at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, where we do some live crafting. Julie makes it occasionally, and sometimes sometimes we're quiet and sometimes we're more chatty. It kind of just depends on the mood of the day. But you're welcome to join us in the chat anytime. We love to have input depending on what we're working on. You like sparkle, shiny hairs. Forget what the term is I'm trying to think of, but
is that meaning that our gray hairs sparkle?
Yeah.
Is there like coarser and sparkle more?
They do sort of pick up the light.
Yeah.
Especially with the purple shampoo, it really kind of brightens things, I noticed. It's the same purple shampoo my grandma used to use, that Germac.
But your hair doesn't look it. I feel like they used to have really a purple tinge back in the day. I didn't
use it yesterday when I washed my hair.
Okay.
And so it looks a little less bright than when I use it.
Does it have a little bit of a purple?
It does.
Oh, it does?
It's fully purple. But I mean, I don't notice the purple per se when it doesn't look like a purple wash, but it just brightens it.
It just brightens it. I should do that. When I go to the hairdresser, they always, like a new hairdresser, they're like, is that your natural color? Is that your natural hair? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, love it. Yeah, it looks like it's highlighted. I said, yeah, great.
Natural highlights.
Yeah, great highlights.
Sure.
So that's so good.
Oh, Carrie's here. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. Hello. We have Leanne in the house today. Super fun.
Yeah, Susie. Yes, it's nice to visit in person.
Yes, Susie's awesome. I love Susie.
I've seen Susie around.
Yes. In fact, I think Susie is also from the vintage community too, right, Susie? I think so. Yeah. As many of us are here. So today, I'm so happy this worked.
Yes, it's
I'm so happy. I'm so happy Leanne is here, and I'm so happy the live works because if it hadn't worked, I would have just posted on YouTube like, "See ya, we're gonna go have fun. we're gonna go have lunch and have fun." Rosina, my friend Rosina is here. She's my sister from another Mrs. from she lives down in Orange County. In fact, we have an exciting trip next month. We're going to Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So with Rosina's family, her boys and husband, and Jim and Ryan and I. So Rosina's, she's planned it all. She's like planned out all the itinerary, and we're just going on,
following
for the right. Yes,
yeah.
We're just following her lead, and it's going to be a really fun trip. Hi, Angela. Hello. Hope everybody's having a good day. So today let me pick from the prompt jar because I'll forget. I'm like on the other side here, so I'm like,
remember now.
So I did not do my prompt this week. It was a very, very hectic, busy week. So last week it was glitter. Maybe one person has done it. I don't know. In our crafty group. So I do need to catch up with the glitter. And when Terry was in the live last week too, and we made a unanimous decision, we said glitter or sequins.
Oh,
Because
that's
some
nice.
people don't have glitter and maybe they have sequins. So
they're allergic to glitter.
yes, so we
Okay.
and a lot of people don't,
Don't
like
like it.
glitter.
Yeah.
They have they do not like glitter. So this is a fun one. Postage stamps.
I gotta do this one.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, it's backwards.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wonder if that's
if it is here. Yeah. See, there's all kinds of things I'll have to figure out.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
I'm gonna see when I hold it up if it is. Look at, well, it's very laggy. So postage stamps. I don't know what it looks like to you. Oh, here, I'm gonna hold it up. Let's see.
It is backwards on the
Is it
end.
backwards there
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not a big deal.
So I'll have to figure. I didn't know that, Carrie. Your mom's from Guatemala.
Wow.
Oh, that's fun. Have you been? What part of Guatemala? Rosina's family is from Guatemala, and she has family that still lives there. So we're gonna be able to get together. See, Susie's not a fan of glitter either. So yeah, some people just don't like it. I love glitter. See, Angela doesn't like. Yeah.
I suppose you could do. You said glitter or sequins. You could, if you don't have sequins, you could probably do like rhinestones.
Yes, and anything. Yeah, anything that's glitter. And they have a lot of the glitter paper now too, right?
Like or glitter pens.
Yes, glitter pen, stickles.
So many options.
Yeah, stickles is Angela
anything
said.
That glitters.
Yes, I think so. And I'll probably do stickles too with whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Rosina's family is Guatemala City.
Cool.
I think Santa Rosa and Guatemala. Oh, no, cool.
That's neat,
cool. Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
What a wonderful coincidence.
Yeah, maybe you'll go places.
Yes.
Or mention it to Carrie. Oh, I went such and such place, and she'll be familiar.
I think we're in Guatemala City for a while. We're going to a national park where there's, what do I want to say, jungle? Jungle and ruins, and I don't know about pyramid, but they're like really cool things. We're staying part of the time at a house on the water, but I think a lake. So we'll get a lot of kayaking and sunshine and water time in.
Fun.
So, see, Rosina said, I'm not going to pronounce it right. Tikal, Antigua, and Lake. I'm not going to say it properly. Atalan. Yeah. Did they say? Leanne said it. Atitlan. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, God, wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun trip. Ancient Mayan city. I mean, this is like a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be super, super fun. And Rosina's boys are 6 months older than Ryan, so she has twin boys. So I keep saying the little boys, the little boys, the young boys are gonna have fun. So same age as Ryan, and then I keep saying the big boys because Rosina's husband and my husband Jim have been dear friends, like brothers too.
They're the big boys.
Yeah, they've been friends since high school and have traveled all over the world, fun places, surfing, and they had all kinds of adventures together before Rosina and I came into the picture. Wow. So this will be fun. The little boys will have fun. The big boys will have fun. It's just going to be a good time. Okay, Central. See, I wouldn't have been able to answer that either. Central America. It's going to be fun. So today we are decorating. Yeah, last week we started these patriotic journals made out of, I should have grabbed one, a big clasp envelope. But I put the link to week 1 last week in the description, so you can go back later and watch that on how we put the journal together. We decorated the inside outside cover.
So cute.
Isn't it cute? We made this cute little I guess collage for the front of it,
it's even cuter in real life. I watched the video
than
last night.
in person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cute. So cute.
Yeah. And then I have been a busy bee the last couple days, just doing all kinds of fun
Stuffing.
decorations. Yes, and it's not quite fully decorated, but we'll look a little bit closer. I'll do the down cam over here, but I just had fun. And of course, I was busy doing other things all week, and I didn't get to it yesterday. But I got a lot.
You
I got a lot done.
Yeah,
in
it
one
looks
day.
done.
Yes,
for me, but
yeah.
So one of those things you can go as far as you want to go.
Yes, sometimes it's hard to know. And Carrie, some of the
Oh.
little pieces of ephemera in here are. Does that look familiar?
That's cute.
That was
works
in the
really
little.
well in there.
I bought some packs at her craft supply sale. I feel like there's something else in here too. Oh, I did. I'm not sure where I'll put this, but this was a little card that was also in one of the packs, and so I just did a little collage on it. So there's a little bit of Carrie in here too. So that's fun. And let's see. Oh, and then we'll be sewing in the signature today. So, and Leanne's an expert at that. Because she's the one that taught me how to do it. Yeah, the pamphlet stitch, Leanne. Yes. Yeah. And I was watching somebody yesterday. It was like a short that popped up on YouTube. And I do it the way you taught me how to do it. But she was doing it different. You know how, I'm trying to think of what did she do?
Was it more holes, like the 5 holes?
No, she did 3 holes, but she didn't come up through the middle. Like she came through the top and then came back and wrapped her string around in a way to get it on each side. It was like different, you know, instead of coming back up through the middle like that, she came up through the top. And I'm like, well, and I kept waiting for her to say, oh, oops, I did, you know, oops, I didn't do it. Yeah.
But it was just different.
Yeah, it was just different. And it still came out the same. But I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
My brain was, saying, oh no. But anyway. Oh, and this is so cute. Oh, this part I like. Remember we had this little guy and we talked about trying to get him on the cover as part of the decoration, but he was too big. So if I have time, I'll show you how to do that. I don't know if you could see, but I took one of those little picks and put holes in his hand. So he's actually holding one of those little toothpick American flag. So he's fun too. So he's a little bit dimensional, and it doesn't affect the.
So cute.
It doesn't affect the page there.
I think it works really well having that kind of focal point in the middle there.
Yeah, he's kind of. I knew I wanted to use him somewhere because he didn't fit here because he faces this way. So the flag, you know, it wouldn't allow it to close. So I actually changed it over to this guy. So that is what we are doing today. So I think I'm gonna go around here and do the down cam. But Leanne is still over here. Now the hard part is gonna be figuring out how to do the down cam.
Well, and plus you're over here because of
Let's see. Okay. Disable camera. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's weird. So it's not.
I'll show you how you switch cameras.
Okay. This hopefully is. Because that's the plug-in.
Let's see if it recognizes it. Where are you?
It did yesterday. Well, we might not be able to do down cam. Let me look here. Video.
There.
Oh, it's there. Okay.
There it is.
Yes.
Under settings.
Yes. Okay. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
Carrie, I'm experimenting with Restream. instead of StreamYard today. So if we seem kind of discombobulated, it's because it's super different. Well, actually, it's kind of similar.
Yeah,
It feels a little bit similar, but, and I don't know what I did yesterday. I think there's another, when you're setting up the video, there's another place where you go where there's some check boxes where you have to say like what kind of stream it is.
Oh, okay.
But it's not part of the main one. And I think that's how I messed up yesterday, but I don't know. By the 10th time, I was just like, I'm so overwhelmed.
Yes.
And I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm about ready to give up.
But you're doing great.
Okay.
And I don't want to throw you off your flow, but if you have
No.
anything I can.
Do you want, well, anything you see is fair game.
Okay.
So you can grab anything you see anywhere.
Okay.
Do you want me to grab you
If you can,
one
I
of
could
these?
probably
Yeah, let me go grab you one.
whip it together.
Yeah, and then you can make what.
Oh, thank you. Yay, I'm so excited. What are all you doing today? Any fun plans for your day? I know some of you were on the Pacific Coast, so I know some of you are a little farther along in your day than we are. Here it is 10:52 a.m. So it's still a lot to do.
Okay.
So we'll probably do lunch after this.
Yes.
Oh, thank you,
Okay,
Julie.
so there's that.
Great.
And somewhere in here I have, let's see here. I might turn this around just so I can see it better.
I'm really good at making do with what's in front of me. So
Good. Well,
good.
you guys can't see, but there's a million. There's enough for 100 people of craft supplies
Thank
here
you.
for Leanne to grab.
Yes, thanks for your generosity.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm excited to see.
Oh, Kathy's here. Picasso Cat.
Kathy, hello.
Are you back? I saw that you were traveling. She was with Trisha.
And she was with me. I got to
What?
spend like 3 days with her.
Oh, I
last
didn't
week.
know that. How did I not know that?
Well, because I didn't really post. I was down,
I kind of do that. Like when Heather was here, I was just enjoying my time with her.
Kathy, I think, posted a picture or two. I'm not sure.
Maybe I needed to click over. I just saw one with Trisha, but maybe it was something where I needed to click over and look at the rest of the pictures. Well, how fun.
We went to Pike Place Market. And
wow.
We went to, what else did we do, Kathy? I'm not thinking all of a sudden. Well, we did a little shopping. Little thrifting.
Yeah, yep. You were thrifting.
She's leaving on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes. Going back home on Saturday. And then she'll roast again in the Arizona heat. But we had pretty good weather while you were visiting, didn't we, Kathy?
Was it cool?
Yeah.
So is she staying close to you or closer to? How far are you from Trisha?
She, well, where she is now, Kathy's staying with her sister in, it's about 10, 15 minutes from my house.
Oh, wow.
So she's in South Everett. I'm in North Linwood. So
that's super close. How fun is that?
Yes. Oh, thank you, Kathy.
You did? You found the two little garden. Diane said that's the one I used, right? For mine, I'm pretty sure. Let me jog my memory. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, good. Yes.
I don't like how it's backwards.
That's a cute book. I know.
It's such a cute book. How fun, Diane.
Maybe.
Okay, so since Rosina's here, I don't know if she's still here. Look at this.
Wow.
Adorable plate. And everybody here will appreciate it. Well, first of all, it's absolutely adorable. But I don't know if you guys can see. So the decoration is made with material.
Yeah, I see that.
So this is a birthday gift from Rosina. But I want to recreate this. Yes, don't you think? Yes. We could figure out the shapes. But look at that. It's rickrack. It's the cutest little, let's see the eyes. Yeah, the eyes are material. So I think some of it, like the eyebrows and the nose, was drawn on. Isn't that stinking cute?
Fabulous.
Yeah, I want to trace it somehow and then come up with little templates to make this lady.
Easy enough to do the templates. Sure.
I like Rosina. It's so cute.
Yeah.
It is cute. And you were a cutie for giving it to me. Oh, look at, I just noticed. I didn't notice that till just now. It's a little heart.
Yes. And then that really tiny rickrack. Which
Right? Yeah, the little tiny rickrack. So I think I need to do a little hack on it.
That'd be great.
Adorable.
It's adorbs.
Okay, so I'll just kind of show again, and then we'll start working on the signature. So here's the front of the journal. And then I did a little pocket here. This backwards. This was a digital that I found on Pinterest. So it's like a vintage, like a little fireworks box. Maybe, what is it? Fixed upright in soft earth, clear of overhead obstructions. I don't know what it is. Something called flying saucers. Oh, and a little bit of Terry is in here too, because I used one of the library cards that she sent in our Happy Mail swap last month. So I need to grab one of those. So I just covered the little pocket that she sent me and then just made a couple inserts. So this is just a newer, more modern library card. Here's that one from Carrie, and then just a simple guest check. Super simple.
Is the little spine here, is that a 1/4 inch?
Oh, you know what I have? I have in here, look at my box of I think I wrote it down.
It looks about a 1/4 inch.
You know what? Look at this one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, and it is. Yes, it is a 1/4 inch.
Oh, okay.
Now, in hindsight, I was thinking, I probably could have made it a little bit thicker so you could actually play around with it. And the signature is 13 pages. So
that's a nice size little travel.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely a 1/4 inch.
Cute gift.
And just another one of those tags from one of the printables. Here's that little guy that I added holding the flag. I didn't do too much. Some of these things were already made. I thought these receipts that we made from the Dollar Tree receipts looked kind of cute, so I added one of those in. I thought the colors were good. I haven't added anything here, but I will eventually, maybe a pocket or something. And then I took a vintage Cook's beer label. The colors were perfect for the Patriotic red, white, and blue. So I just made a little tuck spot here and just, tucked in some pieces of ephemera and then made this little tag. So if we have time today, we could maybe make something similar to that. And then this is just one of those Dollar Tree time cards is what that is. Okay, so let me see. Let me get the papers for the
Angela was asking
signature.
if there's a way to mirror your image in StreamYard settings.
Let me see. I
bet
bet there is, Angela. I'm so afraid I'm gonna mess
You're
something up. Okay, let me look. I'm gonna click on video. Oh, here. Well, I have it slid. Mirror camera. So I'm gonna unslide it. Okay, so now I think that fixed it.
Yay, you did it.
So that's interesting. It was slid to the right for mirror camera, but it's
wonder if that's
opposite.
Like their default setting is opposite of what you want it to be.
Thank you, Angela.
You just need a little encouragement.
I know I did. I needed some bravery and some encouragement. Carrie says she also has that little golden book. Yeah, that's a fun one. I need to get back to decorating it. I never finished decorating the whole thing. So cute. Okay.
Super
Thank you,
cute.
Angela.
That's cute.
Okay, so for the signature, I pulled similar pages, and I'm going to kind of look at this. I like the way these stacked, plus it'll sort of save time. I find I'm very slow. I don't know if you're that way, Leanne.
Sometimes.
Kind of picking out papers, but
Oh, yeah.
and I know a lot of people they'll measure and say, okay, this is my height and this is my width, but I tend to just kind of fold them, and
Mhm.
they end up different sizes and heights and sometimes widths, and it just
That's
ends up
usually
being
how I
more
am. Mhm.
kind of a more eclectic process, which I think that's probably why it takes me so long. But I'm just going to go ahead. Last night I did fold everything, and then I think pretty much rough cut, or these may end up being a good width and a good height. So we'll do a double check. But for now, I'm just going to take my papers and stack them in a way that I think looks nice. And I'm actually going to copy this other journal just so it doesn't take as long. And I tried to put a lot of writing space. So I have a lot of like graph and ledger. Where's that one? I've already lost one. Here we go. This is like vintage paper from a postage book.
Susie says, you don't know slow until you meet me.
Oh my, no, Susie. As you notice, I'm always prepped for Thursdays. Like
Yes,
I
you are
always have
very
something very prepped
organized.
because I don't trust that I could just do off the cuff, but that is one of my work towards. I would like to just come on here and then just see what happens, but I don't always feel comfortable, also because I'm indecisive. I'm picky.
Yes.
So it can take me a very long time to make something, craft, come up with an idea. So that keeps me. Yeah, there's lots of papers there.
Different ways of working.
There's also in there, right? There's all those folders. There's tons of books down here by my feet. Okay. And there's also books in that lower Rubbermaid drawer by you.
Okay.
Are you gonna do Patriotic or just whatever looks interesting?
Try to do a red, white, and
I mean, you
blue
don't need to do Patriotic, right? You could just. Oh, okay.
But
let me grab you
a popcorn bag.
Yeah, let me grab you a popcorn bag.
Don't do too much
No,
for me.
No.
I want you to not be distracted
here's
from
the
your
popcorn bag.
routine.
What else did I use? Oh, actually, I have a whole stack here. Okay, so there's popcorn bag.
Thank you. Just getting me all set.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Oh, look through here. So this is a lot of, I think a lot of the same papers. Perfect. And I think there's like whole maps in there.
Great.
And then this is like kind of all the printable stuff.
Odds and ends.
And then, this is good. I showed you guys this last week. Such a good, this is such a good book. So you can pull out, from there too.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, it's a very cool book.
I'll check with you before I use it because I don't want to use something.
Well, no,
you have
just like use it.
Okay. Okay.
See, look at, what does it say? Those are my,
it's just paper.
Right? We were talking about it's just paper.
Word one and use the rest.
Intentional thrifting and buying. Yeah. Yes. I have these little catchphrases written on an index card.
That's helpful.
Over where Leanne is.
Yeah.
So that's
a really cool idea.
We have to use it. We have to use our stuff. Okay. So I have that, and then let's grab, I love this paper. It's kind of blue.
So fun.
That was a Temu find. Let's see, we'll do that one next. Susie says it took her 3 days to make a bookcase folio. I don't know what that is, Susie. Bookcase folio.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds layered and cool. For my daughter's never-ending journal, it came out great though. Ooh.
Never ending. Do you have videos or anything posted? I want to see what that
Yeah, I think
is.
Susie's not on Instagram. But Susie, you could take a picture and you could post it on the new community tab thing. Did you know we had a new community tab on our YouTube channels?
That everybody can
Yes,
use
yeah.
instead of having to get to a certain number of subscribers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So friends and people can post pictures.
That's
Which is
awesome.
very cool.
Very helpful if you want to share.
Yes. Yeah, especially if you feel comfortable sharing, and especially, you know, because a lot of people aren't on Instagram.
Maybe we can see what each other is making
Yes.
out there.
Get inspired by our friends.
Inspiration is key for me. Sometimes that really starts me going. I can't necessarily find the direction on my own. So it helps me to see what other people are working on.
Yeah, I definitely get that way. And some of them, I think, I kind of like that eclectic look where, like for some of these smaller ones, I'm going to put this one a little bit higher. And then I'm going to drop this one down lower, if you guys can see that. And also looking at a visual to make sure that it will catch at least 2 of our holes. So we're doing, I guess I should backtrack, very ahead of myself, but we're doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I don't know if you can see the outside. So basically what we're doing is adding 1, 2, and 3 holes. And you can maybe see it a little bit better, but here's the bottom hole. We have a middle hole and a top hole. So when I'm sort of staggering the papers, I would love it that they would at least be sewn in with two of the holes here. Is that what we call them, holes? I don't know. Yeah. Whatever that's called. Mm-hmm. Just so it catches at least twice. Okay. So this one we drop down. This one I'll drop or put up and stagger it that way. Let's see, I have that one. And then this one we'll drop this one down. And I think that'll be our center. Yeah, they look good. Okay, let me kind of double check. And I'm going to grab my new bag from Durango. Did you see this in the haul?
Oh, how cute. Oh my goodness. So it's like a golden book.
Yeah, the lady
fabric.
I bought it from, I guess she scans books.
Oh, that's how she did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had, oh my gosh, I was like, oh, I can't go too crazy. She had scanned a bunch of the little golden like field guides, like the little ones. Oh my gosh.
Smart.
Yes. And they were really adorable. Okay.
Is there a copyright issue on that?
I don't know. But and she she had purses, she had all kinds of different little like zippered pouches. She may have even have put them on jean jackets or hats. I don't know. She had a lot of different products. They were really cool. I kind of chit-chatted her. And I tried to find her on Instagram and I could not because I wanted to share her shop. I even went, it was at the farmer's market. I went to the farmer's market website. I tried to find her that way and I couldn't. Yeah. But her stuff was really cool. Okay, so I just have these large paper clips. Little clippies work great too for this. Little clippies.
Yep, little clippies. I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2 of these. But the little, like the little bulldog clips work great too. I just happened to find these in my stash recently, so I thought, oh, I should use them for that. Okay. All right, so I think our alignment is good.
Bye, Kathy. Have a good day.
Bye, enjoy. Oh, I didn't see Angela's comment. Must have been a sweet one. Kathy said, thanks, Angela. Just saw your comment, and so are you. With a kiss. Okay, so I'm just making sure everything is kind of snug and tight down in there. And then the way we come up with the alignment of our 3 holes, I just take a scrap piece of paper and fold it hot dog style, so lengthwise, kind of that way. And then you want to fold it in half to get your center hole. And I'm going to mark it with a pen just so it's easier to see. Make a little Sharpie here. So that gives me the center. There's our center hole. And then the top and the bottom hole is to your preference. Let's see, what did I do? Depending on how I want it to look, sometimes I will fold the top and the bottom in and meet in the middle. We can kind of look at that. So that would give holes that are a little bit closer together. I'll mark where those would be if you did that method. So you can kind of see. Now I wanted mine to be a little bit more spread out. So I actually just came in and folded it not quite to the middle. And I measured, I got a ruler out. So I folded mine that way, just so they were spread a little bit further apart. Oh, actually, I think I did it like that. Just to catch those pages that and there's my holes. So if you folded it into the center, the hole would be a little bit lower, but I wanted mine. And of course you could go really high. Do you ever do that, Leanne? I mean, you could go really high way up here
Sometimes,
too.
yeah, I adjust it.
Yeah.
Depending.
It's just all kind of a matter of preference, and maybe in looking at what types of papers you have.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to come back in and we're going to fold that hot dog style again. And we're going to slip it in here. Actually, I think the clips are better. Sorry for the gardener. Let me check and recheck a little bit here. Let me check one last time. It doesn't have to be perfect, but don't want anything too cray-cray. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to slip my little cheat sheet down in here. And put my clips back. Yeah, I think I like the little clippies better than these. This is the second time I'm using these. I don't know if I love these big paper clips here. All right. Everything seems nice and snug. That's where we're at. Carrie says for Susie to post the pics because she's nosy. I'm nosy too. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna grab. I use an ice pick. There are professional awls, right, that you
Wow.
could get, but
That's a serious
I happen to have
weapon.
one. Yeah, so that's what I use. So I'm
That's
just gonna
good.
come in and poke a hole. Let me get. I have this little piece. What is this? This like kind of. What do we call this? This board.
Oh, foam core.
Yeah, I have a little piece of foam core. No idea how it came into my life, but I found it in my stash.
That's
And
helpful.
yeah, it's super helpful. Okay, and I am just going to poke my middle hole. So I'm just going to fold it. And there we go. We can kind of see it coming out there. And I'm going to go to the top one here. Same thing. So top hole. Oh, that's in too. That's okay. And then there's my bottom hole there. I like to come in maybe one more time and just make sure it's kind of wide enough. Okay, so there's our signatures. Okay, so our holes are there in our signatures. I'm going to grab, let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, and then here's our, so this one I already sewed in. So here's my second working copy that I have here. And this one's a little harder to see just because of the paper. I'm just going to give myself a little visual and I can come in and erase that. But it's hard to see because the spine is so small. It's just 1/4 of an inch and it's covered with that same music paper. So I'm just going to give myself a little visual of where, kind of where the center of that is. Just noticed I had a hard time last time. And I think I'll give myself a little visual too at the top and bottom of this. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? It is a good idea. Don't do as I do. I think this is my top, but when you make the little cheat sheet, it's a good idea to mark what is your top so that you're consistent when you're putting your holes in your signature and consistent when you're putting the holes in the journal. But hopefully,
Like a little template.
I did that. Yeah, I did that right. And then now I'm just going to align those lines up. Yes, much easier than when I did the other one the other day. And I'm just going to grab, I guess I could use pencil. Let's see if it shows up. I think pen was a little bit better. The hole's so tiny too, so. Hopefully that was the right top and the bottom. Let me see if I could do a little tricky. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. All right. I'm going to grab my ice pick. Oh yeah, much better with marking those lines. Okay. And then we can erase our little lines there. Okay. Now we are going to grab our string. I don't even know what kind of string this is.
Is it embroidery floss?
No, it was something
Oh.
Taylor had. I like it. I've actually
Mhm.
used it for.
Feels a little stronger. than
Yeah,
embroidery
it's pretty
floss.
strong. It's almost nylon cording, maybe like a
Yeah.
real thin
Felt like nylon.
nylon cording. And I'm just using it, but I also like to use embroidery thread as well. Leanne likes to also, you wax yours, right?
Yeah, I use some beeswax.
Yeah.
on mine, yeah.
So she'll run hers through some beeswax, which I think is a great tip. I've never bought I know there like you could buy real professional like on Amazon, you know, the whole kit that has
Oh, the bookbinding.
the bookbinding kit and all that.
Sure.
But you know, most of us have stash like this or we find it at the thrift store. So I've just been working through what I have.
Yeah.
It's free.
Exactly.
It is free.
Free is the best.
Yes. So I am going to measure typically, sometimes I'll do a little bit extra, but basically I'm going to take a length that is 3 times the height of my journal. And that's probably way too much, but
It's the benchmark that I've heard
yes,
from others. So better have too much than not.
exactly. You don't want to start sewing it in and also it gives you a nice long length. A lot of people like to leave it long and then they'll let the string hang out at the end and you could add beads and things to it. So you can get super fancy. Oh, this was a cute idea. I don't know if I showed you that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So I just took some of those little foil stars and I just glued one. It was a little fiddly because they're so small, but I just used art glitter glue and then made little dangles. So mine don't hang down.
And it doesn't add a lot of extra weight.
No.
to it.
Yeah. Because I was worried, you know, because this is a rather thin journal, there's lots of folds. I only did a 1/4 inch spine. As I was putting things in, I'm like, ooh, you know, it can have the tendency to get kind of full. So I thought that was great. It didn't take up much, didn't add a lot of bulk.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good consideration. Yes.
Hi, Terry. That hole, you should look through that bin right there. That was the friend mail from Terry. You'll
the middle one here?
This one right here.
This one. Okay.
It'll make you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that friend mail unboxing from Terry. Terry spoiled me.
Oh, Terry.
She spoiled me.
That's nice.
Like things I've never seen, I've never touched, don't have. Yeah. In fact, there's rag paper in there. I've never felt rag paper before. Have you?
Rag paper. I don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh. It's what are the ages? I feel like books I know there's a cutoff when you get into the 1800s, but it was a paper that had
like woven.
Yeah, like they use like rags, I guess, as a component. Wow. I think it's marked, so you have to kind of look through there. I know. Oh my gosh, there's like antique newspapers. I know. Look at that. Oh, that would be good to put. Yeah. Oh, look what Leanne just. Okay, we need to, we'll make something with this. Wouldn't that be perfect for this
A family
journal?
piece for the journal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Newspaper.
Yes.
Or what is that? That is like a almanac? No. Something like an almanac.
Yeah, like an almanac or a dictionary, maybe. It's like big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Taylor, I called you Taylor. Terry, she said up to 1850-ish.
Okay.
So that's a
Good
good thing to
smell.
know. I know the smell.
The
That was
smell.
like smell-o-vision when I was going through everything. I'm
No,
like,
it's
oh my
old.
gosh, the
Yeah.
smell. So
Wow.
that's, I need to write
That's
that down or
crazy,
put that in my
Terry.
phone. So like if you're, at whatever, library book sale or estate
Mhm.
sales or stuff like that. So that's good to know those dates. So when
Yeah.
when you're looking through.
Wow.
I'm going to put that here. I know. Remember that back in the old days with the holes on the
Different
side.
regions, you're gonna find
Yes.
things a little more easily than
Yeah.
other. It's so great, and that's what's fun about sharing because we can mix it up.
Exactly.
Sometimes we get more than we can use. So, oh my goodness, Terry, it's a little tough.
I know,
It's
right?
great. Yeah.
There's the fabric. What is that called, Terry? I can't even think.
Oh, that's
My-
I thought that's what I was looking for.
There's quilt stars, and then feed sack. I've never felt feed sack or found feed sack. Oh yeah, isn't that cute?
So cute.
I love that. I think that's like a newer one, but there's
Mhm.
feed sack in there too, which
There's a
was
Doilies.
super cool to feel. So then I know what to look for. That pink and that red, that's feed sack.
Oh, is it? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so cute.
Isn't it? It's
That is
adorable.
really neat. Yeah. Just a little like muslin.
I used some of that in my friend mail because we were supposed to use things from the swap. So I put two things. Amy was my partner for the ATC. So I ended up making two, but one I used the feed sack on there. So you can. I tend to like my knot or my dangles on the inside of my journals. Some people, you may like your bow or your knot or however you tie off your signature thread. Some like it on the outside. I tend to always put it on the inside. That way I can decorate the ends of the dangles. Of course, I guess you could do it on the outside too. It doesn't matter. I just tend to do that more. Sometimes I'll let it hang down and then add little beads. And I kind of like that down the middle. So because I want my bow, my knot to end in the middle, I'm actually going to start from, or the inside. I'm going to start from the inside. Help me find my words. So I'm going to put my needle in this middle hole here. And then I'm going to go through the middle hole of my journal spine. Pull that through. And you just want to make sure that you leave leave enough length here. You don't want to pull it all the way through. And it doesn't matter. You could go to the bottom or the top. I'm just choosing to come to the top. So I'm going to go back through the hole that's in the journal spine. And through the hole in my signatures. Hopefully they didn't move too much. Oh, there we go. Pull that back a little bit. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom. So through my signature and through the hole that's in the spine. Pull that tail through a little bit. So that's what we're looking like so far. So we have that here, and we have that one center string. And then now I'm going to poke it back through that center hole. And I'm going to try not to pierce the thread itself. In fact, I'm going to get a little bit of a visual here. My hole's a little bit smaller and it's kind of tight because that one it's really hard to get through there. Oh, I think because I did what I said don't do. I think I might have pierced. All right. Let me see if I could back out a little bit. I don't know that I can. This is good. We're having like a repeat last week. I think I did so many oopsies.
Well, that's how we learn.
Exactly.
Yes.
I probably could have made this hole a little bit tighter. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Okay, now and now my hole is bigger, so that helped. There we go. Okay. And then back through that center hole on the signature. That worked well. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and then that's what the outside looks. Hopefully you can see it. So we have our two stitches there. And when you get to the inside, you want to make sure, it doesn't matter which, but you want to make sure that you have one end on one side and one end on the other side there. So I have, you can kind of see that. So I have one end here to the right and one end here to the left. And you don't want to pull it too tight, but you just want to make sure you have a little bit of, it's a little bit taut. And because I'm putting the stars on, I'm just going to knot mine. Just going to do a double knot. You could do a bow. You could do whatever. Bead sack, yes. Did you find the rag paper? We'll have to dig in there again.
Yeah.
Okay, and there we have, so there we have our little thin signature. Again, I think I have 13 pages. 1, 2. Look at, I did it upside down.
Not again. Oh, you sewed in the signature.
I sewed the signature in
You can-
upside
You
down.
can pull it out.
Okay,
Right?
I'm going to do it. I'm
I've
going
done
to do
that
it.
so many
Oh my
times, too.
gosh.
Do not feel bad.
Oh
That
my
is-
gosh.
I've done it so many times.
Okay, so we're going to do it over. Then we'll be experts by
Yeah.
the time.
We'll be honest.
Okay, undo my knot. Yeah, last week I kept messing up. Well, I didn't have a large enough piece, so I had to get a different piece of cardstock, and then I punched the hole
Done that.
on the wrong side, so then it was upside down. Okay, I'm gonna clip this in. Give it a little bit of a clip here. Oh, why am I clipping it? I need to flip it over. Jumping ahead of myself. Okay. All right.
You find the best books. I
Huh?
find the best books to
Oh,
craft
yeah.
with.
I feel
love
like the books just come.
your supplies are amazing.
Also why I this past several months, I'm like, no, I'm going to dig in and I'm going to use them so I can keep keep finding other good books.
Use what you have.
Yes.
Well, you know what to look for when you're out there, and you are being very selective. I feel like when you, at least from what you're showing in your hauls,
Yes.
you're explaining why you picked up certain things.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
And I'm trying to be more so. Like, I feel like the books, we're probably all like that when we first start junk journaling. I feel like maybe some of the books I picked up initially, I wouldn't pick up now.
Yeah.
Is everybody else that way? Like, would you not because you have it, but it's just not, like thesauruses. I don't know, but
well, you're just not an expert at what you're
Yes,
going to need for
right.
your project.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
You're just picking up everything you
Yes.
can, and then
because you're like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is so great. And then you, like, for me, I realized, I always say that all the time. I don't like super slick
yes.
books.
Yeah.
Right. So then I found, I'm not grabbing
The
those and
finish is
crafting.
important.
Yeah. I don't, I
Mhm.
like a matte finish paper, or of course, old book pages.
Sometimes you can alter that with
Yes,
different
you
mediums,
can.
but it
You
takes
could
extra
put, you
steps.
can paint it. You can put, decoupage napkins and things on it. But yeah, maybe just books that were more text and not as exciting, maybe in
Right.
the beginning.
Right.
So yeah, I think I've become a little bit more discerning. Okay, we are going the right direction. We're going in the right direction. Okay, let's do that again.
I definitely don't want to interrupt your flow, but
No.
I'm trying to remember. Did you leave an opening here? Or did you glue
Yes.
it
So
down?
here,
Okay.
let me give you this one.
I'll
I
keep
did leave an
Okay, I
opening, and
Perfect.
so I think
For a
on
little
both
pocket?
of them I did. Did I do it on this
You
one
don't have
too?
anything in it yet. Or
Yeah, I haven't put anything in it.
You
So
don't.
yeah, so you'll end up with a little, and I didn't glue it down here.
Okay. And I see you trimmed a little.
You know what I didn't tell you that I
What?
did?
That's okay.
Because that was the other thing I forgot last week when I was doing it. I cut little strips of, like, you could do cardstock or file folder. I cut little 1/4-inch strips and then glued them
Oh yeah.
down before I put the paper. Yeah.
Oh, you did it before.
And
the paper?
I forgot when I was doing this one with everybody.
Yeah.
So when I built this one, I did, and then I covered it with the decorative paper. This one, I forgot that step, but I
Right.
wanted to go back. So,
I'll probably
I ended up
make it
having to
work.
put strips of paper, or maybe laying my paper down a
I'll
little
probably
bit
just do more
different.
inking. I was kind of
Yes.
watching your process
Yeah.
with that, but
That was,
we'll
I totally forgot that. I just feel like it stabilizes it more,
Yeah.
right? It just
makes it a little
more rigid,
Mhm.
maybe a little bit better
Yeah,
of the
I
build.
love this project. This is great.
Plus, we always have so many of those clasps. I always say to pay the taxes. Those are like the ones when you mail your taxes off. Everybody always has those.
Oh, the
clasp,
manila envelopes.
yeah, those manila clasp
Yes.
envelopes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I have a ton of those. Okay, so we're going to thread it again. Yeah, I've done this quite a few times, have sewn it in.
Well, luckily it's a
Actually, I'm gonna
tied
do
in thing. You
this.
can undo
Yes.
it, and I've done it a few times, and I've become more of an expert at the whole process as a result, having to do it more than once.
Exactly. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of check. I don't know that my alignment is that great anymore because now I've fiddled and I'm going to kind of do this just so I can realign myself. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I love these clippies. Okay. All right, second time is a charm. Okay, through the middle of our signature, through the middle of the spine. Oh, and the holes are much, much wider now that I've done this twice. Again, you could pick the top or you could pick the bottom. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to go through the bottom. Through the bottom hole of the journal, the spine. Okay, now I'm going to go back up through that middle. Again, trying not to pierce. Ooh, that was perfect that time. There we go. Oh, Susie's asking how long you're visiting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here until the 8th. My daughter and her boyfriend come back on the 6th, late on Sunday, which gives me a little opportunity to get together with Julie again on Sunday. And hopefully Nettie can make it to visit with us too. We're going to do a little shopping.
Yes, we are. The three of us are going to, what is it called?
Remainders.
Yes. I'll post something and post some pictures. It is a craft supply, art supply, fabric, pretty much anything you can think of, crafty wise, in Pasadena, California. And it's, well, I say super cool. I've only been there once.
Yeah.
But it was like, and that was before I was really junk journaling. So this may be dangerous. Like I didn't look at the fabric. I mean, there was a lot of categories I wasn't looking at. I was really looking more kind of assemblage, kind of bits and pieces, random things. So
and they have different things all the time.
Yes, yeah,
They
that
take
is true
donations.
because it's donations and it's kind of like a thrift store. You have no idea what they'll have, but they did have a huge wall of fabric, right?
Still do,
and lots of yarn, and then just bins like those big plastic totes, and they're on like shelves.
Yeah, you kind of rummage.
Yeah, so you have to like pull the bin down and rummage through it, and they're kind of marked. Like I found like millinery flowers, but not like super old ones, but some, from the 70s. They had a little bit of age, and it was in some, I don't even know, like party supply
like tacky
bin
plastic
or something. Yeah, it was in some random thing. So very excited.
Yay. It's just fun to hang out.
Yes.
And Pasadena is so fun.
Yeah.
some good little thrift shops if we have time.
I'm
to do, we
hoping.
could do.
I don't think I've never thrifted in Pasadena.
I know of a couple stores that
Do
my
you?
daughter frequents.
Oh, okay, good,
so
good, good, good.
check it out.
Okay, so I have one string on each side. I'm just kind of pulling it a little bit more taut. Just tighten that up a little bit. Okay, now I'll do my knot. It's a good thing it came unknotted easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, otherwise you'd get a needle
Yes.
or something in there.
Maybe I'll do
Okay.
3 just to give it a little extra. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna be fun no matter what.
Yeah.
Because the 3 of us are gonna be hanging out, so it's gonna be fun no matter what. But who knows what we'll find?
Oh, I know.
I bet we'll
That's
find good stuff.
Oh, I
but
think we will.
paper. I'm trying to remember. Rubber stamps, pens.
Yeah.
Some vintage stuff. I feel like they had like a little section that had kind of vintagey looking things.
Definitely beads and jewelry making.
Oh, millinery flowers. Carrie. You don't want to know. You might start collecting them. I'll pull out my 2 jars.
That's
in a
flowers
minute.
that were meant for cats, right? 'Cause
Yes.
that's what
So back
millinery-
in like 1700s, 1800s, all the silk flowers and leaves and things, all the fancy ladies' hats would be decorated with these millinery. I feel like I'm not saying the
You're
word.
saying it.
Is it
That's
millinery?
how I would-
Millinery flowers.
Yeah, that's how I would say it.
So yes, you can find them antique ones that have lots of age going way back. And they made them, I'm looking at my jar. I have some that maybe into the 70s, they were still making them. Like I have some made in Taiwan. Korea was kind of a big manufacturer of them and kind of the more
Like ribbon roses.
yes,
ribbon
yeah,
flowers,
ribbon
yeah.
roses, ribbon
them.
flowers.
More from the 70s.
But they're just super cool. And I do have some I have old to maybe the more modern ones. And of course, I'll show those too. You can also buy new manufacturer, but they're kind of hard to find. Once in a while, I'll see them on Amazon, Temu. Back when I was shopping on Temu, they had them occasionally, but you could only get like one little bouquet, like one little bunch. Like they would limit you one each or something.
Rude.
Yeah.
I don't want to be limited.
You like the littler ones, Susie? Yeah, they're super precious. Yeah, I will pull that out. Okay, so I think I am sewn in. Let me grab those. They're so cool. Let's see here. So these are the little ones. So much hoard.
We love a good hoard. If only you all could see Julie's hoard.
Yes. Okay, so these are the more modern. Let me get the old ones out. And of course, I do kind of hoard them. I don't use them. I
Those are
usually
so
use
great.
them.
Well, you
They're so good.
probably do like with your little assemblages.
Yeah, I mean, but I tend to use the modern ones because I I don't
'Cause
know.
you don't want to. Oh wow, that is
Yes.
a beautiful collection.
It's
there.
amazing. A lot of
Oh,
them,
wow.
I've done some, won some auctions on eBay. A lot of my collection came from a local estate sale of a
Wow.
crafter artist. So these are the modern ones that you can sometimes find. A lot of the crafting websites, what is that one? I can't remember the name of it. They sell, it's that one that sells a lot of like the spun head dolls and kind of that kind of thing. I can't think of the name of it. Is it Sunshine? Maybe it'll come to me. So these, and they're like, you know, kind of paper looking. And I tend to I do craft with these all the time because they're newer. I don't hoard those. But like, look at this. I don't know the age on this, but can you see how beautiful those silk flowers are? This looks like maybe it was like maybe part of a bride's attire. Do you think, Leanne?
Yeah, or just a fancy going out outfit.
Yeah. But look how beautiful that was. That came from the estate sale. So this jar right here, these are sort of newer ones, although definitely cool. Like, look how pretty those are. Isn't that pretty with the little, and these are, I would say those are paper. These are sort of, and maybe a lot of us have seen these at the thrift store. These are probably Korea. Maybe sometimes they'll say, so those are like the little fabric ones, you know, and you'll have things like that. Let's see, is there anything else? I think these are made in Korea. So faded. Yeah, made in Korea. So sometimes we'll come across that style. They're just very, very pretty. Look at that. How gorgeous that is. And of course, I collected them to craft with, but then I have a hard time bringing my, look at that carnation. It almost looks real. I have a hard time bringing, like, oh, this one's so pretty.
But they're easy to pull out and add to a display. And
You're
not committing to gluing it down or anything.
Yeah. And I have done that too, like tier trays or my little shelfies. You know, I'll pull out a little bouquet and stick it in a cute little vase, but those are really, really pretty. So these are sort of a little bit more, they're vintage, but they're a little bit more modern. And this is the jar that I'll grab. I'll grab for a little bit quicker. And then I think here might be some of the older ones. So some of these are just stems, but Stats. Do you remember that old? I don't know if that was an LA store.
I don't know.
Stats. Look at that, 10 cents. Some of these might have come from Remainders too. I might have gotten some of those. But look at these, like velvet.
Oh, those are awesome. Those
Aren't
look like
those? Yeah.
roses. So
So beautiful. Definitely velvet. Just yummy and beautiful. Look at that. They're so beautiful. Let me see if I can find. And I don't know that anything in here. I don't know that, I don't think I have any antique, but definitely age. You can tell just the difference in the material, but very lifelike. Like this would be cute just to stick in a little teacup or a little vase or something like that. Now these are older. So these are made and manufactured the same way. These are brand new modern. So you can kind of see the coloration on the old ones. Hopefully that kind of comes through. I don't know. The colors were just more muted. So that's, if you're going to collect, that's the thing too. You want to look out and make sure somebody's not, you don't see something like this and they're saying it's vintage. Like I can tell when I'm looking at things too. Right. So it's just, it's a little subtle thing, sort of the coloration. Aren't those beautiful? So pretty. Yeah. The old to the new. So that's what millinery flowers are. There's some really cool ones in here. And sometimes like you can find, and you could make them too. So they have these little stamens. Is that what those are called? The
Oh,
little,
yeah.
the little inside part of the flower. Oh, look at how pretty. So
And the
beautiful.
colors.
Yeah.
Coral colors.
Yeah, these are definitely, I kind of went through one day and put sort of the newer like Hong Kong, Taiwan kind of age stuff, and then I put the ones that were older or just had a really kind of beautiful look. Oh, look at these. Oh my gosh. Look at those. The blue velvet. Just gorgeous. So that's what they are.
So nice.
So if you're out and about, you're at the thrift store. I've never found any at a thrift store, but an estate sale.
When I was with Heather Elizabeth and we were in Colorado, we did find
At
some
the
really,
thrift store?
Yes, yeah.
What?
She was nice enough to share with me. So
Wow.
she took some and I took some.
So are they little bouquets? Like you could put them in a little vase or
Yeah, and I
whatever?
have,
Oh
yeah,
my
I haven't
gosh.
crafted with them. I've just displayed them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't just leave them in the jar. I should I should do something with them someday, but let me see if this will fit down in there. There we go. One last thing in my, but that's what they are. Wow, I've never found at a thrift store.
That was the only time.
Yeah, mine have all been like eBay or estate sales of like the old ones. The old ones. Okay. All right, that's that one. Okay, so maybe I'll just do one more thing. Of course, what time is it? Where's my phone? I'll show you. I'll do one more tag. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. So pretty. Those are the weird random things I have.
Those are awesome.
Here in my crafty space. Like they're so beautiful, even if, well, clearly I'm not crafting with them all the time, but I think I had that collection started before I was doing the assemblages. So, okay, let me pick up all this stuff. I should, Susie, I should put some. Actually, I was thinking, where's this little girl? She maybe needs a little flower, right? I could put like a little blue one or something up there. I think would be very sweet. Okay, we'll do the library pocket really quick. Let me grab one of those. Okay. I think I grabbed one out from Terry's bin. Oh, this is it. That's the rag.
Oh.
That's the rag paper. So beautiful.
Wow. I have to check my old books that my
Yes.
mom had from my grandfather to see if.
Oh my gosh, you might have it.
Yeah, there might be some. What language is this? German?
Yeah, and I think it's in German writing.
And it's in the text, the font. Is
Right?
very
Isn't it gorgeous?
beautiful? Yeah. Nice.
Of course, now I can't find anything.
Circa 1810. Beautiful.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Actually, if you hadn't have pointed that out, I wouldn't have known, what to call it, but it was, I would have known the texture was a little different, but not quite what I expected.
Right. It was different than I expected to.
Yeah.
And I've watched videos, I've looked at pictures, but it
Yeah.
doesn't quite convey.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I grabbed one of these came from Terry, and I'm not sure, maybe Terry can share where she got these. I feel like I've seen them on Amazon, but there's a little sticker at the back here, but little library card. And then I think I'll do the same thing. I'm going to find that printable, but I just found this on Pinterest. It was just a free printable that I saved to my computer. And then I printed it out on just not cardstock. I just did it on regular copy paper because it doesn't really need to be super thick. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, this is fun. So I had one of these. These are mounting corners. This is actually a package that I had in my collection, and it turned out really well. So I laid it on the printer screen and I scanned it. And then I saved it as a photo. I cropped it down, and then I was able to print many multiples. Where is that? Here. So I made a cute little, just a little journaling card, and then put, backed it. Did I do cardstock? I think I did print it on cardstock, and then I backed it with kind of a thinner, like Dollar Tree index card. So not, the Dollar Trees are so cheapy. They're index cards. They're kind of thin, I feel like, compared to the older ones. And then just made a little journaling card. So super easy to do. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. Nope, here we go.
I have anything new. Do you want scissors?
Oh, here, I'll take these. I'll take the biggies. Oh, okay, good. Terry says she got them on Amazon. I think Amazon is where I got the blue library cards too. These are a newer, more modern. And I have used them and used them. I probably need to place another order. Okay, let's give this a little bit of an inking. So that's the other thing you can't, oh, there's the count. I was going to say you can't tell how long.
Oh, how long you been?
Oh, now, okay. Oh, actually, now I do see it. 133. It's a whole rabbit hole when you start pulling and, looking for things online, for like a particular theme. Oh my goodness. And I think I'll use glue stick. When Leanne got here, I told her, "Ooh, it smells like rubbing alcohol in the house," because I was cleaning my craft mats, but I discovered last night that rubbing alcohol really helps to get the glue off because I'm very bad
It's just
about not putting something down. So I have all these little piles of art glitter glue and just give it a little bit of a trim. Yeah, I'll have to grab some of these library pockets. I added glue too, but the sticker part is actually really adheres well. Do you add glue, Terry, or do you just use the sticker? Okay, and then let me see, some kind of paper. I think I used, this is like my favorite, this longitude, latitude, or whatever it is. I love this paper.
Is this the same?
Yeah. Let me get this one. It's a little bit. Oh, I have the paper. Do you need the paper? I have the paper cutter here. I've been hoarding it.
I'm
probably would have been handy.
No worries.
To have it.
Mine's gonna be just a free for all here.
Well, that's good. That's how they're. Right. I think it's fun. I like the whole eclectic.
I'm trying inking the spines instead of covering them.
Oh,
That way I don't
okay.
have
Good
to cut
idea.
them.
Yes.
But we'll see. I might not like how it looks. We'll see how it turns out.
Actually, I think I'm going to go this way.
Might end up putting something on it anyway.
Save that.
She says I do add glue.
You do add glue? Yeah, I did the sticker, and then I put a little bit of art glitter around the edges. As you can kind of see, the sticker doesn't quite go to the whole. But I have to say, though, very stickery. Good grab. Okay, let's start with that. So I'm just cutting a little piece of paper to cover this inside part, just to make that look cute as well. Yeah, so I'll take off a little bit more so it slides down in there easily. Okay. You know what I didn't do either? Like I was like, oh, I should grab the red ink and the blue ink. Do you want some?
No, this works.
Okay.
Yeah, I can make this work. Sort of a neutral silver. What's that called? Hickory smoke.
Ooh.
Using,
I can't wait to see.
Kind of hide the manila yellow color.
Who was it, Terry? Were you the one that said, or was it Nettie last week, that you had white envelopes? I was like, oh,
yes, yeah.
If I ever have to buy more, I have such a stash. Definitely white are much easier and more neutral.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Okay, there we go, just so it finishes it off a little bit better. Can I switch with you?
Yes,
Just 'cause I have to go
I didn't want to ask for the.
Oh, Terry was the one that lucky lady with the white big clasp envelopes. Sometimes they have like green stripes on them too. I feel like I've seen. I don't know what brand that is, but they really do make a nice sturdy base.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. Okay, so I'm not going to take the time to make all the other ephemera, but we will go ahead and glue it in. Okay, and then let me get a little bit of inking. Oh, this was cool too. Do you have any of these?
Oh,
The date
yes.
ones?
Mhm.
So I dug this out because I thought that was fun
Mhm.
to put July 4.
1776.
Yeah, mine
Maybe.
only went, I think 19.
Oh,
It's like a
set.
newer one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like 94 maybe. Oh, 93. Yeah, it's like in the it's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Mhm.
I think it came from the estate of a teacher,
Yeah.
ex-teachers, elementary school, I think she was. Okay. Take the sticker off. Just add just a bead, a little extra. Well, I might just use Restream permanently for now on, just
Mhm.
because.
They give you more
Just because
hours.
they did that.
Does it say how many you get for free on Restream?
So I looked it up, and if you're, I don't think they limit you at all
Oh, okay.
for streaming. The thing they limited was you couldn't do
Sure.
free is recorded.
Mm, okay.
They limited something recorded. I want to say 15 minutes.
Right.
But no limit on the streaming, which is fabulous.
Nice.
Oh, is that Susie said, I'd love one of those stamps, but remember everything was supposed to end with the millennium. Was that the Y2K thing
Y2K,
or whatever?
yeah,
That never happened. Yeah. Oops. It got a little bit crooked, but it is stuck. That sticker stuck. Super cute. And I had thought I could even come in. I might do that too. Maybe do some, you could add a postage stamp or another little label here. There certainly is a lot of fun going on, but you could embellish it even more, a little bit of rickrack. And that's it. And I'll just grab like these other. So again, I just stuck simple guest check in here because I like the height. It's such a kind of traveler's journal, the tall, skinny shape to it. But so cute. I think that's a page in itself. And then this one, I just added a little like carnival ticket up here, just a little bit more color and just a little bit of fun. yeah, the thought of it was scary of something happening, but then became the thing that didn't come to fruition. Ooh, let me see yours. I'm gonna have when I'll turn the thing around, and then you don't want to show it.
Good.
No, let me see.
No. I should have had measurements or something because my I'm not quite.
Yeah,
had to trim a
mine.
little bit.
Yeah, mine is sort of came. So Leanne is talking about it. It sort of isn't aligned quite, and that's probably because you went off of my measurements. Yeah.
I took your
Yeah.
sample and
So
kind of
mine are. Yeah. I don't
eyeballed
think.
it basically.
Yeah, and I kind of went back and I re-looked at my measurements, but yeah, this is a little bit slanted here.
I mean, it'll work once it's all together, I think. And then
It's weird that it is. So I don't know if it's because it wants to go that way because it has enough here, but I don't know why it's. See, mine are doing.
So what I did
too.
was I cut the end.
Oh,
so now I can
yes.
have a pocket if I wanted to, but.
And this one is getting super full now, right? Because I have all the little tags and things. So it kind of looks, it starts to look like that over time. Yeah. It's cute.
And then I have this is sticky because I use glue stick and then I try to put distress oxide over it. And the distress oxide just never quite dries.
And it made it. So yeah, you should do like a little strip.
I need a strip.
Yeah. But that's cute though, because then you can just do contrasting. You know what I mean? Like just get a pop of fun with your with whatever your thing is. Or you could do neutral.
But did you just do random colors on your spine?
So so I glued the strip on before before I covered it. Yeah. But like
and a thinner paper probably folds.
Yeah, and like too. This one, that's so everybody could see. This I added because I think I didn't like the way the cardstock was sort of meeting in with the sheet music. So that one comes over. Yeah, so I just added that to kind of give a better transition. And then I wasn't consistent. Like some of them. I just kind of ran. Oh, this one I messed up. So the sheet music covered the spine on both sides. It just works out. And then sometimes, So, and then this one's a little bit different, like what covered what. So, it's just a free for all.
Yeah, it's crafty.
Oh, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Kathy said that Stacy May uses Restream. Hello. Okay. I mean, I kind of like it. Obviously, there's a few things I need to figure out, but in the back end, it looks very comforting because it looks sort of like StreamYard. And there was another one that I set up yesterday morning. Was it Streamlabs? Is that another one? I think that was the one, and oh my gosh, that also made me want to cry. So I did get it set up, but I think it's like for gamers. Oh, okay. I mean, there's so many different things, and then I was listening to people on YouTube, and they're like, go in and do the speed, and then this and that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what any of that stuff is. Yeah, what does that mean? I don't. I just want to like set it up and go. I just want it to work. So I was like, okay, I can't use this because it's sort of like Wondershare, like that I use to do my video editing. There's so many bells and whistles on it and buttons, and I don't know how to use any of them. Yeah. I just do like the same 5 things I know how to do. So terrible. Yeah, I think I might switch over, and then I don't even have to. I mean, I can do 3 lives probably a month on StreamYard, and then I would have to do one on this one. So, but maybe I'm just going to prove a point and they'll be like, they won't know.
Yeah.
Be like, this person's not even using us anymore. Well, apparently. So the reason why I had to do it is because I was picked at random I was only given 5 hours of streaming time in the free thing per month, and it used to be 20. So I kind of read up on it because I'm like, why is this happening to me? So I think they were sold or somebody else bought them, and in an effort to get the revenue up, they've raised their monthly and yearly subscription. And then some people randomly that had 20, now we only have 5. So that's that. And I can't quite justify having a monthly expense. If my YouTube, what is the thing we get? If my YouTube revenue was maybe then I could justify it. Right. And of course, there's a lot of cool things you get with doing the paid subscription too, right? You get a lot of extras and stuff, but I just can't. Yeah, I can't justify it at this point. So, all right, I'll turn this around. And what else? I have no idea what I'm doing next week.
What?
Ooh, what? I don't know what I'll be crafting next week.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully I'll figure it out as the week goes on. So next week will be a surprise.
Yeah. Boy, that time just flew by.
Right? I know.
Wow. Time flies when you're live streaming and crafting.
Bring the chair over now too.
Not my best work, but I was thinking too of like 1/4-inch ribbon. I wonder if some ribbon might glue that you don't have to cut anything.
Yeah, brick rack. I wonder, or do you think it would be too? It would hang over too much. Maybe. The brick rack, but ribbon would be great. I think I might have some thin grosgrain. In like a navy blue or cobalt blue. So I will find that.
Oh, I can do it at home too. No
and yeah. Well, no, I'd like it. It would be nice if it left my that I could share and it would leave. Let's see here. How did we do that? Was it down here? Yeah. See, and video. Interesting that it was here, huh? And not down below. Yeah. This is the other part of the dining room that you guys don't get to see.
It's a beautiful home.
Yeah, well, it's small.
This is now my 3rd time getting to visit you. Isn't that nice?
Is it 3rd time?
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, because last time were you? I think so. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because Jim came home from work. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jim came home and yeah, that's right. I'll have to come visit you.
Please do.
I'll have to make it up that way sometime. It did, Susie. It worked great. So that's good. Now I have a better comfort level. So do you don't want to show yours?
It's okay. This is what not to do. I didn't overlap the paper cover and the seam. So I thought I would try to just ink the manila paper. But I used the Distress Oxide, which doesn't dry very nicely. And I had some glue residue. Yes. So it was resisting a little bit. So, and then my little fold here, I ended up trimming the envelope. This is the bottom of the envelope so that it would fold in nicely. But it's okay.
I think it's
a good start.
Yeah, because then when you put all the cute, the stuff on it, like I'll send you, like I have all this here, so you could take all these, those printouts and stuff. So once you start, decorating, it hides all the thing. And it's supposed to be right. We have to tell ourselves it's a junk journal. It's handcrafted. It's a process.
Grungy.
Yes. Yeah, that ribbon I have, I think would be perfect. And it's almost kind of that color. Maybe it's a little bit more cobalt. So that would look really cute. Hopefully I have.
Maybe on the outside,
a
I'll
length.
use the ribbon, and on the inside, I'll use a
Just
strip of
do-
paper.
yeah.
That way, when I'm sewing in the signatures,
Mhm.
I'm not going through so much.
Oh, that's a good
thickness, too.
idea. Yeah. Yeah. You could put really
Or a
anything.
strip of fabric.
Oh, fabric would be super
Just
cute.
like the fabric spines on our
Mhm.
little golden book junk journal.
That would have been really cute. I had thought about the fabric for this, but then
Thanks, Susie.
yeah, I didn't
Susie.
end up doing it.
Yeah, and you can have like a frilly kind of rough edge if you wanted to, but it's just going to change the look completely. Yours is so
Or
nice
even
and
like, you
tidy.
know, like some of these cute fabrics too. Like that would look like one of these. I almost used this for something. I was like, oh, that would look really cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add a little feminine touch with that kind of chintz floral.
Yeah. I think it's
Um,
cute.
yeah.
I think it turned out
I
adorable.
think so too. Yeah, I'll work on it more probably when I get my next crafting live. I'm
Oh, that's
actually
right,
probably
yeah.
going to do it with Bridget. Maybe I don't know. We'll
Oh,
see.
that's
'cause
right, because you'll
Monday.
be here.
But it's my only full day with her,
Oh.
so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this week. I might have to wait and do
I'd
it when I
say
get
have
home.
fun. I mean, how often are you here?
Plus, I
And
don't have my
you
camera.
have, you have
My
like the
down
whole.
camera. So
I don't know. I say skip, but that's
I'll see
just
how
me.
she feels about it.
Yeah. I as I told Leanne, we were texting. I have summer fever.
Yeah,
I just want to be out playing
I almost
and doing
encouraged
stuff
you
and enjoying.
just not do it. But I know everybody
Yeah.
probably was
And I
looking
almost
forward
didn't
to
do
it.
today, but
Mhm.
I was like, wow, this doesn't really make sense to do this next week after 4th of July
Right.
is over. I thought it would be like, oh, you know,
I'm glad you did it.
so then once I figured out, well, the bad one, and then, and then figured this out, I'm like, okay, I think I could do it. Of course, none of it was decorated. I had at that point, I had done nothing.
That's right.
So that was the other thing. I cut it very close. But yeah, I just want to have
This is
fun because
fun.
it's summer,
Mhm.
right? And the kids, yeah, you're with Bridget. I just say enjoy. That's what I say. You're traveling, you're on vacation.
And sometimes just take it as it comes.
Yes,
Too.
yes.
And I can plan, but be flexible. with the plan.
Exactly. Yeah.
Life lessons
Yeah.
here, everybody. Oh, Mama Juju's here. Hi.
Oh, hi, Mama Juju.
Hello. We're together.
That's a good idea. Washi tape.
Oh, yeah.
Washi tape would be.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
that would be
perfect.
so easy. You don't have to cut it. You can
Yes.
just use a little glue.
I think
and
I have a red
it's
and white
somewhat
stripe.
flexible. For
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy.
I have a cute blue floral that would be really cute too.
Yeah.
A Dollar Tree one. Thank you, Kathy.
There's always a way, right? There's
Yeah.
more than one way.
Yes, exactly. So I put the link in earlier. Maybe Kathy will grab it too for Leanne's channel and put it in one more time. But at the top of the chat, I had shared it, and then later today I will go into and put the link to Leanne's YouTube channel. So it'll be in the description for anybody that is
Thank
watching
you.
the replay.
One day I'll get serious
Yeah.
and start, posting more and doing more
but-
tutorials.
yeah. But Leanne she's taking a break this coming Monday because she's going to be having fun with her daughter and enjoying the summer.
Mhm.
But every Monday at noon.
Monday at noon
Yeah.
Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Usually is what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So it's just to, grab your craft,
Crafting
whatever
live.
you're working on, and just nice and relaxed and casual. And
people pop in
Yes.
and out. Guests
Yeah.
pop in and out.
people are chatting. Whoever can come in and jump on and join. Sometimes I do. Your daughter Bridget is
Yeah.
there.
Cousin Julie.
Yeah, cousin Julie, and whoever is available to jump in
Becky.
and join. And it's hi Becky. So it's just nice to work on whatever craft that you're
And
doing.
if anyone out there is interested
Yeah.
in joining, we just sort of organize via a Instagram chat. So if you're on Instagram and want to possibly be involved, let me know. I can add you to that group. If you don't have Instagram, I can find another way to communicate that to you. So.
Yeah, and then Leanne just sends the link. She posts it on Instagram, but she can email it. And if we're able to, we can hop on and
Yes.
so I suggest it. I highly suggest it. Oh, I hope you're having a good day, Becky. Yeah. So I think that's it. So
That's
yeah,
fine.
what was the prompt? Postage stamp.
Yeah.
So the prompt we pulled was postage stamp. So I'll get working on that this week. Maybe I'll add glitter or sequins to the postage stamp so I could get caught up with last week's crafty prompt too. But I think that's it. We're gonna go have lunch and
Yes.
do something fun.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
the rest
having
of the
me,
day.
letting me
I'm
craft
so-
or crash your crafting.
Yes, all the time. Anytime. I love it. Okay, friends. So we will see you next Thursday.
Take care, everyone.
And happy 4th of July. Hopefully everybody has a good, long, nice 3-day weekend.
Happy
Bye,
and safe.
guys.